Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ali. I hope you're all doing well and are staying safe. Today I have a TrollBeads haul that I want to share with all of you. So TrollBeads stores here in the US, they had a grand event at all the three stores that they have in the US. It was the same weekend and I was able to participate in it with TrollBeads Partridge Creek, and my order just arrived and it's in this box. And then I see some candy and a card and this another box with a heart on it with some twine, which is really cute. So I don't know what this is because I know that they put my beads in this long box because they sent me a picture, a confirmation picture in the end. So I'm really excited to see what this is, and I'll read this later offline. But look at that little heart. I love that. So yeah, let's go ahead and open these and see what goodies I got. And I want to open this box first just because I have no idea what this is. I love the twine and I love the little heart on here. So let's open this up and... oh, what is that? Oh, it's a little photo frame. Is this a magnet? Because I see that it is a magnet. So at the back there's a magnet with a ribbon so you could hang it, or you could put it on your like fridge or something, which I probably will do that. I'll put it on my fridge. And then the frame is so beautiful. It's detailed, and inside you do have the TrollBeads logo on there. So I want to see if I can change it out or maybe put something else in, but if not, then I really like this. I love the ornate frame. It is so cute. I love that. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate this little frame here. I love it. Now let's go ahead and open this box up and I'll show you the beads I got. They had a lot of special beads. They had regular uniques, premium uniques, they had faceted uniques, they had mini barrels. You could get one troll stone with your purchase. I think there was a minimum. I don't remember what the minimum was, but you know, I obviously met that threshold. They also had some gemstones, some special ones, and a lot of these were in kits already. So like for the uniques, you had kits of 3 or you had kits of 6. And so yeah, lots of beautiful beads. It was really hard to decide what to get and what to, you know, leave behind, because obviously all of us are working with budgets. But yeah, let me open this and take the box out. I don't know why I'm not ripping into it, but I like to save the tissue paper, but you know, it's really stuck on here with so much tape. So I'll have to rip into it. Here you go. Oh, here's my box, and I'm so excited to see these, you guys. I did quite a bit of damage, as you will see. And look at all my goodies. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. So yeah, these are all my goodies. So let me take these out and I'll show you. I'll probably show you with like each kit that I purchased, because it's all on one ribbon right here, but I'll show you what the kits look like. This is the first set I got. This is a trio of uniques, and this was buy 2 get 1 free, so the price was already built into the kit. And as soon as I saw this on the tray, my eye just went to this one, especially because of this particular bead, and then this one too. So this one, I've never seen this design before, and this unique, it has this dimension to it. So you can see that the core is green and then you have clear glass. And then on top of the bead, you have this half a flower on one side. So you have these petals. The petals on this are cream and green. I don't know why my camera keeps going out of focus. I think it's trying to focus on the stuff that's behind. But here you go. So on one side, you have this half of flower with the leaves, and these leaves are dimensional. They're on top of the glass. And on the other side, you have another half of flower on this. And this one is so beautiful. As I said, I have not seen this design before, and I just fell in love with the colors, with the design and everything. The second bead that was part of this kit is this one. This is an opaque unique and it has that creamy base with these polka dots. So on the two sides, you have these green polka dots that are outlined in this dark brown. And in the middle, you have this brownish burgundy color. And this one is just so pretty too. Look at the profile view on this with all the polka dots. This will be one that will be so beautiful on a ring or a fantasy necklace. I saw this and I thought of my Guardian of Love fantasy necklace. I think this would be so pretty as a skirt for her, like both of these beads. This one would be very pretty on a ring too, but as a skirt on her dress, this would be so pretty. And the third bead that was part of this trio is this one. Again, you have that green base. I see some silver at the base as well. And then you have these waves in green and black. And I just loved how this looked, these three beads. And so that is the first trio I got. So you can see on this one, there's some silver foiling in there. That's what I saw of the silver. And this one just reminds me of pawns for some reason. I don't know what it is about this one. So the first trio that I got another one of these unique trios. And this one is, again, a lot of green in here and then a hint of purple. So you can see the first bead over there. I'm just putting them on the rod and I'll show you. So this is the second set of uniques that I got. So this is another trio. And again, this particular bead really caught my eye in the tray. It's this beautiful purple color. And I don't know if these are flowers or if these are, you know, some butterflies or dragonflies on here. So that is that one. And then the two other uniques, this one is a green one and it just looks like there is some bubbles in here and some circles. And this one is more of a almost lime green color, so green with some yellow mixed in, and it has these 4-petal flowers on it, and each center of the flower is an air bubble. So let me see if I can bring you closer so we can look at this one. And here is this purple unique. And so to me, I don't know, it just looks like a butterfly or a dragonfly that's just mid-flight. And I love the different purples that make up the wings, and then white and some more purple, and then there's this raised dot that's green. So this is the second trio I got. So these are the two trios of uniques that I was able to get. They also had trios of mini barrels. So you had one mini barrel paired with two uniques. So this is what I picked up. This, again, this was the barrel that immediately caught my eye. It has this beautiful brownish burgundy-ish core base color, and then on top you have these light blue flowers with some green leaves and some yellow detailing, and then there's some glitter lines running in the center and on the two sides. I'm sorry, I love this one because of the intricate flowers on here, and these pastel colors pop so much on that brown burgundy base, and that hint of glitter is just so pretty. And then the two uniques that it is paired with, this one here again has that brown base, and then you have these 4-petal glitter flowers with a white center. And then this one has a white base, then clear glass, and then you have these white dots on here. And then I think these are just fireflies in the center, or it could be bow ties. I don't know. I just think they're fireflies. So this is the mini barrel trio I got, and I got one more mini barrel trio. And it is this one. So again, this mini barrel is so pretty. It's on a white base, and then you have these green and blue flowers on top with this orange center, and then on both sides you do have this golden glitter line running through. I love the colors on this. The floral colors of green and blue really pop on that cream base, and then the orange centers just add that pop of color, and I love the glitter. the two uniques that are part of this set. This one has a white base with clear glass, and then on top you have these flowers that look like they're flying in the wind. They're kind of lavenderish color, and the center is this golden glitter on each flower. And then this one is an opaque unique. It has a cream base, and then you have this carpet of flowers on top. The flowers themselves are 4-petal, and the petals are brown. There's some hint of mustard in there, and the center is blue. Here is a closer look. So on this, when I'm looking at it closer, this particular unique, you can see that it does look opaque, but where there are these green vines or these green stems that are making that grid pattern is where it's transparent, so that green is coming through the core, and that's just such a pretty look. I did not realize that until I looked at this bead this close up through the camera lens. That is a really, really cool feature of this bead. I really like that. This is the second mini barrel set that I got, and this is the first one, so you can take a closer look at both of these. And I think this particular unique will work really well with this mini barrel too. And so yeah, my two mini barrel kits. Now next I want to show you the faceted uniques I picked up. This is the very first one that I picked, and this is so pretty. It has this gray base, and you can see it's not like one gray color. It's a different mix of grays, some lights, some browns, and then you see some glitter running through it. And then on top you have these leaves, which are a darker gray with some orange, and they're so beautiful. So there's two sets, one running this way and the other running the other way, and then you have another one and another one. I think there's 3 pairs in here, and then you can see the core over here. This one really reminded me of the troll agates, and yeah, I just, troll agates with some leaves on it, and so this one immediately caught my eye. I love the glitter, I love the earthy colors, and so this one is so beautiful. So with the faceted uniques, you had to buy 2 faceted glass beads from the regular stock that they have. And so I did buy, I bought 3 faceted uniques. So I was able to get 6 of the faceted stock beads. I'll show you the uniques first, and then I'll show you the faceted beads, the stock beads that I got. And then this also had a promotion built in, which was like buy 2 get 1 free. And so yeah, this is the first faceted unique that I got. The second one is this, and this one has a mustard base, and then you have this copper glitter in there, and then you have these floating leaves. The leaves are kind of light gray, white, some orange in there, and olive green. I see a little hint of blue in some of them. So again, this one, I just really like the leaves. I love the color, and there's some uniques and some stock beads in my collection that will work really, really well with this unique. So this one I really loved, and yeah, and look at the profile view on this one. You see the leaves, you see the glitter. It's beautiful. I really, really fell in love with this one. And then the third one that I got is actually very similar to something I already have, but this one is just slightly different. And so I just had to get this one. Again, this reminds me of the troll agates. And this one has these beautiful white and purple colors in there. So you can see there's some white, there's darker purple, some lighter purple, and then you see some glitter. And you also see these strands of this darkish purple, almost copper color in some places. And it's just beautiful. So actually I have the bangle that I have the other bead on, so let me show you. So this is one I was able to get, I think last year at another grand event. And this one has these dark pinks and light pinks and white with some glitter on here. So this one is more purple, this one is more pink. And then this one has these copperish strands in there, if you can see those. And this one doesn't have that. But, you know, I think these two will work really well together, but separately too. And I just fell in love with the color. I love the troll agates. So this one and this one just reminded me of that. And so I just had to get this one. They had so many beautiful faceted uniques. I was amazed. And I was so tempted to get so many of them. But yeah, these are the three that I got. And I'm really, really happy with them. I think they will work really well with the other beads in my collection, and I cannot wait to design with them. So these are the faceted uniques that I got. Now let me show you the stock beads that I got with these. And I'm really, really appreciative that they let us buy these stock beads. Like, they let us choose, because last time when they had an event and they had the kits already made up with the uniques, and I buy so much troll beads that I had a lot of those stock beads, so it was really hard for me to figure out what I was okay with having a double of. And so yeah, so this time I really, really appreciate that they let us choose. And these are the stock beads that I picked up. And so let's start from here. This one is called Green and Bloom. It has that green base with these darker green flowers on top. The flowers are 5-petaled, and they're not just one color. They have some different greens swirling in there. And then there's some black outline on them. The center of each flower is an air bubble. This one is called Apologetic Flower, and this one has a white base, and then you have these waves of different greens in there. And then on top you have these glitter flowers, and they're outlined in white, and again you have an air bubble as a center of each flower. Look at the colors on that. I love that, you know, that green and white base with these glitter flowers on top. This one here, I think this one is called Flower Bed, and at the core you have these greens and pinks kind of swirling together, and then you have these glitter stripes, these horizontal glitter stripes on top. This next one is called Orange Blossom, and this one is so pretty. I actually didn't realize how pretty this one is until I saw this in person, because I've always liked this one in photos and videos and other things, but when I see it in person, it's just so gorgeous. So it looks like it has this almost goldenish base, and then you have these white almost waves inside, and then you see that golden peeking through in between the white. And then on top you have these orange 3-petal flowers that are outlined in a dark brown, and then the center of each flowers is an air bubble. It's beautiful. This one came out a few years ago, and it's just really, really pretty. And then I have two more. This one is called Emerald Symphony. So you have a pink base, and then you have on one side you have these petals that start as white, then go into green, and then glitter. And then on the other side you just have these glitter petals. So it's just such a beautiful look. Almost looks like a lotus with that design. And another one that's very similar to this one, I think they're part of the same kit, is this one. And this one is called Green Symphony. So it has this really light pink base. And then on one side you have these bigger petals that are the glitter, and then almost a lime green, and then outlined in this burgundy color. And on the other side you just have the glitter petals. So very similar, just different colorations. So these are the 6 beads, the stock beads that I got with these 3 faceted uniques, and I really love all of them. Next, I want to share the set of gemstones that I picked up. So they had quite a few different sets of gemstones. You had one gemstone that's part of the regular collection. For me, it is this one. This is the Prehnite with tourmalated quartz. And I got a really pretty one this time too. It has this light green base, and then you have these black quartz in there. It's beautiful. So I was happy to have another one. It's nice to have gemstones in pairs when you can get them. And then this one is fossilized coral, I believe. If it's not, I'll put it down here, but I think it is the fossilized coral. And this one is so beautiful. So it has this really light yellow base, and then on top you have these darker, almost oranges, browns, and it has these almost flowers on it, the fossils, and it's just so beautiful. I love the designs. Look at this one, this particular one. It's so pretty. I'm amazed at how nature just creates so many beautiful things. Look at this one. Isn't that pretty? I just love this. Oh, look at those, all those designs. The fossils are just so clear. I really love this one. And it's a good size too, and I love the colors. So this is the gemstone set I got. They had a few other ones. I think they had the wild horse jasper as one of the gemstones that was special, and then they also had the, I think they're called the camemarite. I'm not sure how to exactly pronounce that, but I have one of those already that I was able to get at an event last year, or earlier this year, actually, not last year, earlier this year when they had the trunk shows. I was able to get that, but this time they had really, really beautiful ones, and I was so tempted to get another one, but you know, I just stuck to this one, and it's really beautiful. I love this set. So I think this set, the discount was, I think, 30% on the second gemstone, the stock gemstone, which I think is a really good discount. So I love this set. And then I have one more thing to show that I got from this event, and it is my troll stone. Now this one is very blue, and I do have a couple of troll stones that have blue in them, but they're not this blue. They have some other colors in there, and this one does too, but it is primarily blue. It has that sky blue look to it with some darker blue spots, and then I do see some waves that are this brownish purple color. I see some hints of green in here, some flecks of green, but and then also some this maroonish color, but for the most part this is very blue, and so that's why I went for that. I actually looked at my jewelry box, looked at all my troll stones and what Partridge Creek had available to get, and this one is the one that really caught my eye, and so this is what I got. Here is a look at the profile. So on this side, you see some dark specks of blue, a little bit of green, and then mostly light blue. And then on the other side, you see some more colors. So you see a bit more green, you see that maroonish brown color, and even the green, you have some lighter greens and some darker greens. And then I also see a pink right there. So troll stones are just so cool with so many colors in them. And yeah, so I was able to get one of these, which I just love the one I was able to get. And I'm just wearing my rose ring today, and my bracelet is my TrollBeads Day bracelet with all my TrollBeads Day beads and my gemstones. I just haven't been able to take this apart. I love this design so much, but I would need to real soon because I really want to design with, you know, with these beads and do some other combinations. But for now, I'm really enjoying this so much. I love this design. I love the TrollBeads Day beads with these gemstones. So these are all my purchases from the grand event at Partridge Creek. I love all of it. Let me know which one was your favorite. I would love to know, did you like my uniques or my faceted uniques or the gemstone or the troll stone that I got? Let me know what you think about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I'll see you in my next one. Stay safe, guys. Bye.